So, we have, for being so close and yet so far, pretty much not made a good lick all weekend. So, usually when I test the car in the conditions, in no prep conditions. Truth of the matter is, I've been fucking up like a show dog. Because, let me explain good tracks versus bad tracks. A good track, or what I call a dumb track versus a smart track. A dumb track you can smarten up. A smart track you cannot dumb down. This racetrack at Virginia is a stellar fucking smart track. Doesn't matter what they do, they can not touch it, it can rain for 14 days, it doesn't matter. 4 pair of cars go down, it's gonna be a biting son of a bitch. And we're gonna take a different approach than I've ever taken. I'm gonna follow along the lines of, I don't know how to say his name, but a friend of mine who's really fucking good at what he does. We are going to go the opposite way. So every pass is a test pass with us, but we're doing something. We're gonna start doing shit differently. We're gonna make big fucking swings at this thing because I'm tired of it shaking the tires. We made a big swing last night and it blasted the tire off, and that's what we're gonna attempt today. We're not looking at who we're racing in Outlaw Big Tire. We're looking at this as another test pass, and we're trying some shit that we've never tried before. But after a while, you get to the part in the ball game that you got to make a swing at it, and we got to make a swing at it. I can count on one hand how many times I've ever been in a racetrack that's as tight as this racetrack. So we're out of bounds. So we talked with Travis and Brian, and we sit there and talked this morning for an hour, looked over data, and decided, you know what, fuck it. We're just gonna make a swing at this motherfucker. We're gonna throw a shit ton of fucking power at it, which it makes a shit ton of power, and we're fixing to use it. So we're either gonna prop the tire up, and this bitch is gonna make the fastest pass it's ever made, or it's gonna blow the fucking tire off of it. There's gonna be no in between. So we're fixing to go see what happens here shortly.
Tired of having your teeth shaking out.
I'm tired of being hurt inside that car, and I'm tired of hurting my car. Tire shake is violent. That's what broke the center of the frame out. We just got all the breaks and cracks and all that stuff fixed. And the way I see it, we just need to, instead of trying to sneak up on it, you know, there's many ways to do this. You can take a feather and try to tap the peg in a little bit at a time. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to put a square peg in a round hole. So I'm fixing to hit this motherfucker so hard we knock the corners off of it. Or it sticks, one of the two. But we decided we're not making big enough swings. We need to quit trying to sneak up on it. We need to try to hit this motherfucker over the head as hard as we possibly can, and then back up into it instead of creep up on it. As it's said by somebody that I won't mention his name because I make him relevant again every time I do, it's a bold strategy, but one we must do. So that's our plan. We're going to go up there and read the track. So that's the other thing. These track conditions change really, really fast. Pro Charger nitrous car, you can get around those track conditions with little changes. Turbo car, you need to be on point with what you got, what you're going with. So you got to make a decision. You got to make a decision based on the best knowledge that you have. And right now, we really don't have none. So it's kind of like when I took the original Reaper to Radio versus the World. I didn't know I was supposed to have a tighter converter. I didn't know I was supposed to change the gear. I didn't know all the things that you're supposed to theoretically do to race on a radial tire. I just did what I thought was right and went up there and we broke the fucking internet. So what we're gonna do this time. It may not be theoretically what we're supposed to do, but that's what we're gonna do.
Check back in with you guys after round 1.